What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're looking at the market prices for the latest English One Piece set that's just come out. PRB-01, also known as the best. It is a mashup of the first 5 sets, all the playable cards, all the really good cards that people want to play the game with different alt arts and things like that. So, you know, you've kind of got reprints here. You've also got some new cards. You know, this is the first set that introduces a manga rare for Nami. So she's a really good one to look at, I think, in terms of prices for this set, because you can't get her anywhere else. We also get god packs, so you've got a chance of getting a god pack and hitting a manga rare from all of those first sets, which is honestly incredible. We usually don't get, for trading card games, we don't get the god packs often. You know, they normally stay as some sort of like Japanese exclusive thing. So that's really, really cool to see. But yeah, let's look at the prices. In the UK and Europe anyway, this product was really delayed. We've had, you know, a week or some weeks where it's been delayed for the release. We are looking at TCG Player. Obviously, these are going to be US prices, US sales data, but US is the biggest chunk of trading card games. We do have, you know, our own markets, but they generally feed off of what the US market is doing, and there's going to be way more sales there. So we're going to look at TCG Player. We will look at eBay as well a little bit, but I think Nami is like one of the best places to start because we can see where she's gone since release. So at the moment, if you wanted a copy of her on TCG Player, $500 US. And there's quite a few at that price as well. It's not even just one and then it jumps up. You know, there's a lot around the $500 mark, and it doesn't really go up that much from there. So plenty of copies you can pick up if you wanted her. But let's look at actual sales data and see where she started and where she's gone. So the first sale on TCG Player, we had the 8th of November. So yeah, I mean, you know, a week to 10 days ago at this point, we've got $750 US. So she started off up there. Multiple sales around the 7, and it's just kind of slowly gone down. Another 750 down, hitting the 600s, hitting the 500s. There's a 260, but I guess there's probably some sort of damage on that. There was an image attached. We've then gone down, you know, across those days, right? So 8th, 9th, 11th, 12th, we're going down to 500. She's kind of started to settle around 500, but this is still really new. Like at the end of the day, this is the 8th of November was when that first sale was. As of recording this, it is the 16th. So there's still, you know, this is still fresh. There's still, even though this has kind of been fairly consistent in the sense that we dropped to 500 here, but this is only like 2 days, right? In a week, that could change again. I think if I had to guess, like 500 seems quite reasonable, right? I think 500 seems quite reasonable. Maybe she continues to drop to around $400 US. Who knows? Like we'll see what happens. But generally, you know, it's quite common TCGs come out and prices are high on release. This does get tricky though, because when there are things like delays, I feel like that really affects the volatility of prices, because there will just be some people that don't want to wait for the delay. Maybe they buy from overseas if there's no delay there, and they're willing to pay more just to get it first. Things like that. That really comes into play when certain sets have delays, and it's not necessarily always like a global delay, and then some people get it quicker than others. That really affects prices because it just affects that it's release date, everyone gets it kind of around the same time. And then, yeah, people are just willing to spend more to get it quicker. Some people are anyway, and then obviously that just really affects prices. If we look at sales for this card on eBay though, if we scroll down and see, yeah, I mean, like we've got older sales here on eBay. We've got one here on the 4th of November. Converts to £792. That was sold in the US, so that will be about close to $1,000 US now. Let's just confirm. So yeah, literally bang on. What are the chances of that? So yeah, she sold on the 4th for $1,000 US. That was obviously before the 750 sale on TCG Player. We then had another one, a fair bit cheaper. That's probably looking at like $800 US. And then yeah, the same as TCG Player really. She started to creep down in price. We're looking at the 9th now. Dropped again a bit. down to sort of £600, which is still probably like $750 maybe nearing 800. Then we've got even lower, so now we're hitting £500. And the last we've had sold on eBay is the 14th for a, let's just convert that to dollars, right? So we've got $600 on that one. And then the next two, which have pretty much sold the day of recording this, have gone even cheaper. Obviously, there are sites you can use to confirm the actual price accepted, but all you need to remember is it's actually sold cheaper than this value. And this one here at £375, which is $473, so a little bit cheaper than the last TCG player, the cheapest you can get on TCG player, and it's actually sold less than that as well. I think it's probably sold in the UK as well, so that may have an impact, market prices being slightly different. But yeah, I mean, she's definitely come down in price. Let's just double check this is a near mint listing and it's not some damage. This card's ungraded and so yeah, it's near mint. It's a near mint listing and is sold for anywhere, if I had to guess, maybe $400 to $450, probably something around that mark. But she's definitely come down in price. So, I mean, quite common for new sets, for new chase cards that come out. Then we've got the gold Don cards. So these are obviously looking really popular. Obviously, we've got the manga rares from any god packs, so they're going to be really hard to hit. But yeah, the gold Don cards, new to the set, very new sort of concept for a card, and hard to pull. I believe in Japanese it's 1 per case, so I'm assuming similar pull rates for English on that. The most popular one we've got is the Zoro gold Don card. So again, as it's currently the highest value gold Don that you can get, it makes sense to look at the prices of this. So at the moment, cheapest you can get $222, and let's look at some sales data for this. I believe there was an issue because you can get foil Don and then you can get gold Don. I believe there was an issue where the listings have been mixed up, hence why there's some really cheap ones down here. These would have been the foil version, not the gold Don version. So yeah, it started off, we're looking around 200, and to be honest, nowhere near as many sales as the manga rare Nami. But yeah, kind of floated around. But then we've got one here for 123. Sales data here is a little bit weird. I think we've got one for 69. So let's see if we can find any on eBay. So yeah, head on over to eBay. We've got plenty of sales data here. The most recent being 200, which is probably a little bit over this, to be honest. So yeah, probably a little bit more expensive than what's paid here, although with postage, maybe not far off. Before that, 170 to again some £200. Let's just see if prices have been a bit more volatile. So one here for 260, we're probably looking at 300 or just over $300 on that one. That is sold in the US as well. So again, 250, so probably quite close to $300 on that one. 424. Again, this is on the 5th, so this is back when there wouldn't have been much of it out there. So let's just convert that to US dollars and see what that went for. That went over $500. So similar to the Nami, we had really high sale, about 10 days ago. Although it is mixed in with some much cheaper ones. So maybe, I don't know how legit this one is, because it kind of doesn't make sense necessarily to have one really jump that high up in between all the others that are pretty much 200. So yeah, not 100% certain on that one. I can't see, I don't know, it just seems like a bit of an anomaly given all of these other ones. If it went up to that and then there was a few more around that price or just a bit lower, it would make sense, but it seems to be all over the place, although the next one isn't until the 9th, so that could come into play a bit. But yeah, I mean, even 30th of October, we've got it for 300. We got 375 on the 29th of October, so some really, really high sales. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's definitely a lot cheaper than some of those older sales from October, early November that have been happening on eBay. So again, I would say this card's definitely come down in price, considering the last sold on here is £200, 171, and TCG Player has it for 222. So yeah, we're definitely seeing things come down in price, but I think that's expected. Just check booster boxes. I guess that is a case though. Yeah, the booster box listing, cheapest is 141 US dollars. Again, prices seem a little bit weird on this one. Like, we've got some really high pre-order sales. Let's see what we've actually got. We've got loads of solds for 141. So box prices seem very expensive. Although they're literally all 141, aren't they? But there are tons. We've got a random 130 there. But yeah, very solid prices for the booster boxes, to be fair. I think it'd be interesting to see if we continue to see some of those cards inside drop in price. Will we see these booster boxes start to drop in price? I would expect so, if we're continuing to see the value of what's inside the box to drop, but then it all depends on how much of the supply exists out there. You know, at the end of the day, simple supply and demand for the booster boxes. If people want to open this and they want to get a booster box, how many booster boxes are out there? I mean, how many have we got here? Probably quite a lot of listings still on TCG Player. I think these are just booster pack bundles, not the boxes. We've got boxes here. And yeah, obviously, as I said, I don't think the delay that some places got definitely doesn't help for just price consistency and things like that. You know, most sets will come out generally in a trading card game, and then, you know, there's a lot of hype, a lot of excitement for release day. Prices go up, everyone just wants to buy and collect it and get what they want as soon as possible, and then that generally will drop off over the next weeks. But yeah, if the supply is not there and things like that, I know One Piece in the past has really had issues with supply trying to meet that demand, which is not helped with certain prices of booster boxes, hence them doing reprints, hence them doing sets like this where you can get those playable cards and they're kind of being reprinted. But yeah, let me know what you think about this set down below in the comments. Did you manage to get some? Are you still waiting for yours because it's been delayed and things like that? Did you pull a God pack? So yeah, honestly, it's amazing that they did bring that to English. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.